think.
We were live.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay, cool.
We're live.
So I think we can just crochet until somebody gets here.
Want to tilt it down so you guys can see your crocheting?
Yeah.
Anybody here?
No.
I wonder where I see this.
I think you would see it in the
And don't forget, people can watch it back. It's not just live.
I can delete it if
Oh.
if nobody shows up. I can delete it.
Okay. Well, we'll just crochet until someone comes along and
Yeah.
wants to say hey, ask about cruising, ask about crochet.
We know about cruising.
Hey, are you live? Somebody's here. Hey,
Hey.
how's it going? This is our first live stream, and we're on the Majestic Princess. So we're really testing out kind of everything. So if you could say hi in the chat, that would be awesome.
We're figuring out how to look at the chat.
So
We're trying to figure out the
go
chat
to
here.
studio. So I can see top chat, but I don't know. Oh, let's go to live chat.
Bear with us. Bear with us.
It might be really slow for them too. Oh, we got 2 people. Hi guys.
Hey, everyone.
How's it going?
Hello, hello.
If you're new here, my name's April, and this is my crochet channel, Crafting in the Night, and I'm here with Tony and Christina. They're my friends. Their channel is the Lido Hoppers, and their channel is all about cruising. So right now we are in the Atlantic Ocean on the Majestic Princess.
Yes.
Yes. I keep forgetting what ship we're on. So they encouraged me to go ahead and test going live. Hey, Doctors Crochet. How's it going? So I've never been live before on my channel, and the internet isn't great out here. So let me know if you guys are able to hear us and see us okay. We're still figuring things out on this side.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the answer in the chats over on my end, so bear with me on this one.
So Tony doesn't crochet, but Christina does. And funny enough, so their house, I rent the bottom unit from them, and she is always coming over to shop my yarn stash. So that's kind of fun.
She has a much better selection than most stores.
I keep such a nice quantity on hand just because I'm always designing patterns. So Christina, what did you bring for to work on the ship?
I brought, I believe this is 2 skeins of Blossom that I have pre-attached because I frogged a different project, and I'm making a granny square blanket.
So just easy peasy?
Just easy peasy, 1 skein, not a bunch of different colors. I like it's not variegated, it's self-striping yarn, so I don't have to deal with weaving in ends while I'm on the go. And since we flew in, I did bring my itty bitty baby tiny scissors. Boop, boop, boop.
So that TSA wouldn't give you a headache?
TSA wouldn't take my scissors.
You know, I've flown with kind of my sharp embroidery scissors, and sometimes they look at it and sometimes they don't care.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I've had that happen too, but I didn't want to deal with them taking them. So I decided to just go lean and mean this time. I literally brought 1 crochet hook. Just 1, my 4.5.
So I brought like 8 or 9. I always bring a ton of projects because I don't want to ever have a desire to make something and then not have the yarn to do it. And the reality is I never actually get to everything. So I am, hey, Irene. So I never use it all. So this time I went lean and mean. I looked at my whole yarn stash and I brought 3 cakes of this Karen marble cakes, because it had just been sitting there. And so I don't have to worry about weaving in ends or any of that stuff. Hey, Kayline, how's it going? Can you guys hear us okay? The internet on this ship is kind of horrible. For those of you new, this is my first time going live on my channel. And this is Tony and Christina from the Lido Hoppers.
Hey, Irene.
They have a cruising channel here on YouTube. You want to put your channel at Lido Hoppers in the link if they want to check it out. So I'm actually working on, so I did this Flora Blossom blanket. This is from Jonah Martinez. It's so beautiful. And I had some Red Heart Gray and then I work the rest up in that one cake of this marble cake that I have. So when I get home, I didn't have enough to finish it. When I get home, I think I'm going to put white around the edge, and that'll be fun. Love this pattern. And this is the first time I've tried the square version. I always,
Rectangle version.
Sorry, the rectangle version. I always do the square version. So the rectangle version kind of starts with these puff stitches in the middle. And it worked out pretty easy. So I like it. And then now I'm working on this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Krista at the Secret Yarnery. Kayline, we're on the Ovation Princess. Majestic Princess.
Majestic.
They're the cruisers. I just came along for the ride.
Majestic Princess. Out of Boston.
So I don't know if you guys know Krista at the Secret Yarnery. This is a Drunken Granny. She's the one I learned the Drunken Granny stitch from. And I'm trying to figure out how to do the Drunken Granny in the round. So I absolutely love that stitch. And I wanted something, because I only brought 2 of these cakes, I wanted something that I could work in the round and not run out halfway through. And then if I need to, I can put a solid color for the last couple of rounds to make it, I donate these to Project Linus, so to make it that size. And at first I got some ruffling, but I think I've figured out the corners now, and it's actually working out pretty good. So if I get this figured out, then I will post the pattern and make a tutorial for it on my channel at some point. I make a lot of promises about tutorials, and then life gets in the way,
happens.
and
she goes on vacation,
and
doesn't get to it.
This actually.
She really does.
Oh, Kayline, that's awesome. Celebrity Reflection. What port is it leaving out of?
You're going to Key West and Perfect Day. Key West is a blast. We have not been to Perfect Day yet, though.
Or she's in Key West, and it's a perfect day now.
No.
Is that a
no,
port?
It's Perfect Day at Perfect Day at Coco K.
Oh,
that's
okay.
That's a particular...
I assume that's what you mean, right? Perfect Day at Coco K. Yes.
Yes. It's an actual place.
It's an actual place. It's their own private island.
Christina books my, Christina's a travel agent, so she books all my cruises. I just show up where I'm supposed to be, and I get on the ship. So, you know, I guess first world problems. But what are you guys up to today? Working on any fun projects? Fort Lauderdale, Kayline says. That's awesome. I actually met a family here from Fort Lauderdale. We were commiserating that in the next couple of years, I want to move to Florida. So we're talking about different areas. Because I'm into horses, I'll probably move to the Orlando type area. Sorry, not Orlando, Ocala, because it's close enough to Orlando to go have some fun, but it's really the horse capital of the world. So it's really great for that kind of ranching stuff.
I didn't know it was the horse capital of the world.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ocala is.
I didn't know that.
And then
the world, though?
Norco is Horsetown, USA. So I think that the towns just have the marketing to
Yeah, I think they just
to get that going.
Just get it going.
Norco's in California, not too far from us.
Ironically, not in Northern California.
Kayline is working on a C2C. Is that a corner to corner?
It is.
Yeah.
There.
See, I learned some things listening to them.
Taught him plenty.
It has taken him long enough to figure out that this is not knitting. And he's got it now.
I try. I can't do any of it, but I try to pick up the lingo.
Kayline, you should check out my corner to corner in panels. There's a tutorial on the channel for it, but it does really great with the cakes or like that. It's kind of a cool, easy to work up variation on the corner to corner. It's join as you go. So that's kind of fun. Once you get the hang of the join, it's really nice and easy.
One of the things I like about bringing only one cake is I have this miniature backpack that I can put my whole project in. And then I can carry it wherever I go on the ship. And if we stop somewhere and are just hanging out, I can pull out my project and start working on it. That's why I also don't like to bring a lot of different skeins of different yarn. I like having my one cake to work on.
And she does bring it all the time. But what happened on the last cruise?
Well, the last cruise we were on, we were walking down the little esplanade. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, the esplanade. And I overheard a nice lady behind me talking about how she wishes she had brought her crochet stuff, but she didn't have enough room. And me being the little nosy noodle that I am, I turned around. I said, "You don't need a big bag. You can just put your crochet project in here. I have my whole thing." And I took it out and was working on a scarf at the time. And we got to talking to them. And it turns out they do another cruising blog that they work for. So that was a nice little.
I'm talking about when you lost it.
Oh, when I lost my bag.
Yes.
That was the same cruise. It was the last night. And we were up in the solarium, and we may have had a drink or two, and I left my bag.
A drink or three.
I left my bag up there, and then we came back to the room, and I was like, I can't find my bag. But then my brain said, well, maybe you packed it already, and it's in the suitcases that we had set out. And so I was like, okay, that's where they are, not a problem. We get off the ship the next morning. We get our bags. The first thing I do before we go to the car is I open up all the suitcases and I tear them apart, and there's no bag at all. And then
totally freaking out.
My project was in there. And I went back to them and I explained to the gentleman what happened, and he called up to the concierge desk, what's it called? Guest services desk. Guest services. And they said someone on the ship would look into it and then come back to me and let me know. Tony's over there waiting to get back home because he had to go to work that day. And I was sitting there waiting for my bag. 15 minutes later.
It wasn't too long.
Yeah. Someone came down with my little backpack and I said, is this it? I was like, yes, thank you. So I got my bag back. So I was very excited, but I try to be more careful with it now that I don't want to lose it again.
Yes.
Hey, Caroline, that's awesome that you follow me avidly. Is there any tutorials that I've been promising and haven't gotten out that you're waiting on?
Yeah, let me know. I'll push her on that one.
We'll prioritize it on the roadmap.
You know, I work from home, but I work, right? So it can be 40 to 50 hours a week, even though I'm working from home. And then it's just to set up the YouTube equipment and kind of get the angles right on the tutorial. It's hard. Oh, doctors, I want to go on a Disney cruise so bad right now. It's just a budget issue, but all three of us are big Disney fans. Luckily, we're not too far of a drive from Disneyland in Anaheim. And we've been to a few of the Disney resorts in Orlando as well, and absolutely love them. The price tag on those Disney cruises, though, oh my.
We have done the Disney Fantasy and the Disney Wonder.
Yeah.
But
that was when our kids were much littler.
Yeah, that's when our kids were younger. We would love to try the Treasure, and we saw the Adventure just came out in Shanghai, which looks amazing. Which Disney ship did you do?
So you just got to get one of those kids to pop out a grandkid, right?
Yeah.
No hurries on that, kids.
Yeah, but definitely on my list. Oh, and they've showed me pictures. What's that? Castaway Cay?
Yeah, the Disney's Private Island.
Yeah. Oh my
gosh, they have
so
now.
Beautiful.
They have Castaway Cay and Lookout Cay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I've been to Castaway Cay. I've not been to Lookout Cay, but I've seen a lot of videos. It looks really awesome.
I did love our Disney cruise experience so much, though. The kids loved the kids club so much. We had such a fun time, such beautiful ships, and it's so much fun to just be up on the top deck and Minnie Mouse walks by, and then you're watching like your favorite Disney movies on the big screen, and you're like, yeah, I could do this. This is nice.
I want to see all the Star Wars stuff. So I don't know how much they have now, but
well, some of the kids clubs are just all completely Star Wars themed.
Well, yeah, and they actually have entire Star Wars themed cruises.
Oh yeah,
I know they've had some for your birthday. You've been trying to con me into.
I don't know if they still have those. Maybe they're trying to do.
Oh wow, they all work for Disney. That is awesome.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, we're big Disney fans. Love, love, love Disney.
Never worked for Disney. I worked for Magic Mountain for a little bit when I was 16, 17. And then I worked for...
Which is a Six Flags.
Six Flags in Santa Clarita area. And then I worked for Knott's Berry Farm for like a week, and which is also in Southern California. And then Universal Studios Hollywood during their Fright Fest, Halloween Horror Nights seasonal hiring that they did. But that was all years and years ago when I was like 16.
So just a couple years ago.
Just a couple years ago. Yeah, like 4 or 5.
Kayline, we've never done a celebrity. We went on our first Royal Caribbean earlier this summer. For the first time in like 20 years, we went on the Navigator of the Seas. Before that, we had gone on the Vision of the Seas like 20 years ago. And I don't know why we waited so long, because we had a great time on the Navigator, and then we went on the Ovation of the Seas right after that because we had such a good time. But
And
we
they
have
were
not
in
been on,
Los Angeles.
yeah, both in Los Angeles, out of San Pedro. But we've definitely been looking at celebrity. What's your favorite celebrity ship? Because we definitely wanted to now try celebrity now that we've got the Royal Caribbean bug, if you will.
Yeah, I want to try Royal Caribbean next. You know, I've actually cruised a lot on Carnival with these guys, but after they made changes to their loyalty program, I'm ready to explore new things for sure.
One thing about Princess, although April and I have not been yet, the daily calendar does have a specific Knitters and Natters
Oh yeah.
club meeting every morning at 9 a.m. We just haven't.
So we
haven't made it
full
once.
intentions to go. I guess we're all the knitters and all the crocheters, and I guess any kind of yarn work. I have seen a cross stitcher on board too. Are supposed to go and meet up, but it's 9 a.m. and we've had all the great intentions to go, and it just hasn't happened.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of the ocean. Doctor's Crochet. We are headed into Boston tomorrow, and then we fly home.
Yeah, this is a sea day. We left Sydney last night. Sydney, Nova Scotia, to be clear. And we are heading back to Boston, where we debarked the ship, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And our cruise will be over.
So it's a fun 7-day. We enjoyed it immensely. I don't know what I did here. I messed something up. I'm gonna have to frog that back and pay attention.
And that was my daughter going across the balcony in the background, going over to her room.
Yeah,
we have three rooms joined here, yeah. And the balconies are all opened up. So she is scooting by behind us. Apex and Edge. I believe those are the ones with the cool restaurant elevator that kind of goes up and down during the dining experience, right?
Isn't it called the Edge or something?
Yeah. She said that they go on the they've been on the Apex and the Edge.
Does that mean that thing is on the Edge?
No, that's the name of the ship.
Yeah, okay.
Apex and Edge. Yeah, definitely. And they're doing the Ascent in November. The Magic Carpet, yes, the Magic Carpet. That's the name of the restaurant.
Thanks for joining.
Hi, Jeanette. Hi, how's it going?
You just got here. This is my first time going live. These guys are friends of mine. They have a YouTube channel about cruising called the Lido Hoppers, and so they wanted to encourage me to kind of get my feet wet about going live. Christina and I watch all kinds of different people going live on the Yard Addict. I watched Krista at the Secret Yarnery Bag of Day, and I haven't had the, I guess you could say, to go live. So we finally getting it done.
She needed me.
Yeah, we're here to give her moral support.
Exactly.
We thought on a cruise ship with a beautiful ocean behind us would be the perfect backdrop.
I feel like they can't see our beautiful ocean view though.
Yeah, unfortunately it's a little glary.
Glary.
We tried to open the curtains and show it, but it's unfortunately a little too glary for this view.
That's awesome, Jeanette, about hats. Christina makes a lot of hats and scarves and like shawls, right?
Yeah.
I primarily do blankets and primarily for Project Linus, but though I do have some larger one that my local chapter prefers the smaller ones for the preemies. So I'll probably be looking at giving those to, there's a foster youth organization near my house, and I can't remember the name of them off the hand. And then there's a Warm Up America takes the bigger one. So, but the benefit of the one that's closer to me for the foster youth is it's a 20-minute drive, and I can go drop them off versus having to ship it. So that's kind of always what gets me with donating to other places is Project Linus. I go to the meetings every month, and then I can. And but to donate to like Boggy Creek or Warm Up America, you have to ship it, and so that can get cost prohibitive with the number of blankets I make for sure. Oh, that's nice, Kayla. I've only ever done one baby dress, and it was probably 21 years ago at this time. At this point, they work up quickly. It's not my. I just really like the I really like the blankets.
I hate blankets.
She hates blankets, she said.
This is a blanket, but just because it was going to be easy, and I may turn it into a shawl at the end. We'll see, but it's just a square for now. So,
Blanket blankets. What do you mean you hate blankets?
for some reason, if I try to make a blanket that doesn't go in a round like this, they end up crooked. I don't know how to make straight lines.
It has character.
It's a disease.
That's awesome, Doctor's Crochet. I know I follow another YouTuber, Crochet with Nana Rosanna, and she does a lot of blankets for the senior homes as well and puts together nice colors, and they really turn out really nice. 4,000 hats by Christmas, Jeanette? Oh my goodness. How many do you have already?
Wow, that is a lot of
That
hats.
is a lot of hats. Are these preemie hats or full-size hats?
Do you use the same pattern over and over again?
I mean,
just
we're-
different yarn?
We're all ears here.
Yeah, I'm very curious about that.
That is a ton.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What do you mean by a Disney series? I did a Disney for my granddaughter.
Was it like a Disney series of blankets or outfits? Because she does the layette.
Got it. Okay.
Wow. Full hats? 3,000 full hats?
Oh.
That is a lot. How long does it
I
take
thought
you to
you did
make
a lot of
them?
I don't do anywhere near that. Goodness.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. That's a lot. Good job.
Hopefully they're local so you can just drive them over and not have to ship them.
Well, they're little too. I bet they compress really easy in like those vacuum bags.
Maybe.
Yeah. Thank you again, everybody, for joining. I really appreciate you. We've got 12 people now.
Well, my yarn.
Oh, Karen does that. You're gonna have to magic knot that.
Magic mount?
Not.
Magic knot.
Magic knot.
Magic knot. What is a magic knot?
Well, my yarn is fraying here, so it's not as strong right here. So I'm going to cut it here and cut it here and then tie it together.
Magically.
Magically.
So it's going to auto-magically be knotted together.
Exactly. I'm going to use my world's smallest scissors here.
TSA approved?
TSA approved. And we're going to give this a little, they're not super sharp. I'll give you that. They're going to give that a little bit there.
Hence the TSA approved.
Yeah, I'm not going to do any damage with these.
Well, that's awesome, Kayla. So I've actually thought about doing a series of Disney-inspired patterns. And because of the copyrights and stuff, Disney, it really just has to be color palettes. So I've actually finished a Lion King one. And the blanket is all done. But now I've got to film the tutorial before I show it to you guys because I just want to make sure I get the tutorial. But I designed the square. So it uses some granny squares, but some squares, some blocks, and then some stitching. So it's a little bit like a stitch sampler, but not too bad. It's really cool.
Didn't you do a Cinderella?
You too, doctors. Have a good one. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
joining.
Dr. Crochet. Thank you for joining us.
Did I do one?
Have a Cinderella colored one?
Oh, I haven't done that one either. So I started making a Cinderella colored one that I showed her. And then I'm actually going to do it, I think, citrus colors instead. So I made 2 blocks in a Cinderella color palette. And then I'm going to do I decided to do citrus instead. So I'm going to do like grapefruit and orange.
Well then, disregard.
Looks like Amy from Michigan just joined us.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hey, Amy. Oh, thank you so much. I was telling everybody, I'm totally blown away that there's even 12 people in here. But I was telling everybody earlier that these two convinced me to finally go live. It's something like I've been putting off and haven't gotten to. So I'm getting my feet wet, so to speak. We're on the Majestic Princess.
Majestic
Yes, very
Princess.
good.
Yay, she finally got it right.
In the middle of the Atlantic Ocean right now. So we'll probably stay on for another 5
See too?
5 minutes. Thank you so much, Amy. It's just like anything. When the first time you film a YouTube video, or if you ever go back and watch my first YouTube video, you can kind of see the pacing is really fast. And you may be able to tell if you watch that first podcast that I was nervous. And with repetition, every podcast, I felt like I got better and I got better. And it's kind of the same thing for my tutorials. I feel like the first couple weren't great angles and maybe the cuts weren't as good. And I'm trying to get better and better. So it's definitely a learning process. Every time you try something new,
Practice, practice, practice.
Practice, practice, practice.
And this is like SNL. There's no editing. It's just it's a one take type of deal.
Yeah, but I see so many great YouTubers going live that I'm like, gosh, I gotta try it.
Better place to
Oh
go.
yeah, totally, Amy. And you know, I think there's two different things. Going live, you don't have to worry about editing, and that's where I get hung up a lot of the time. Is I want it to look nice. My podcasts are easier to edit than my tutorials, but the tutorials take a long time because I've got to show the steps, and then I've got to go make the rest of the blanket, then show more steps, and kind of make it cohesive for everybody. And it can be a little bit hard, but thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate that. So I like, Kayline, my favorite has got to be the Bernat Bundle Up for the texture, but it doesn't come in a big color palette range. So I'm typically using, if I'm using a cake yarn, I'm using the Karen cakes, whatever it is, you know, whatever they have going on at the time for Michael's. But aside from that, I tend to use a lot of Red Heart. For the tutorials, I try to use something that's easily accessible for everybody. But I do want to try some yarn from Ice Yarns. So that's my big thing. I really want to save up my shekels and try to place an order with Ice Yarns and try some.
I did when we were in Sydney, Nova Scotia. I did get some special yarn that was harvested, processed there on the island.
Oh yeah. Let's show them your yarn.
Yeah.
Welcome, Allison from Haiti.
That's awesome.
Thank you for joining us.
This color, Stay the Blazes Home.
Here, let's
It's superwash merino.
Stay the Blazes Home.
Yeah.
Have you crocheted with merino before?
No. What does that mean? It's very thin, but I got two of that.
It'd probably be good for hats, right? I imagine
Yeah.
it's thin for socks.
This is called Woolen Wanderlust, and it was made and colored and harvested all in Nova Scotia. And then I did get this one as well because it was so super pretty. It's made in Turkey though; it's not local, but it's a bamboo sock yarn.
Oh, and this one is just, if you guys could feel this, it is so soft, and these colors
They
are
can't.
absolutely beautiful. Just a beautiful variegated. And I know Christina was looking to see if the little yarn shop had more of that color, and they didn't.
She did say if I contacted her, she could order more and ship it to me.
Yeah,
She had a little, looked like a little trailer that she could just hook up to her car and go around. It was her rolling
that's cool.
rolling yarn trunk is what it was.
We had 4 stops on this cruise on the Majestic Princess, for those of you who are just joining. And every stop had a yarn somewhere that had a yarn store that we could go to. So what was that one port that had the ones that I bought stuff from? You remember where I got that purse? I'll show it.
Oh,
And then
we got that in Portland.
Okay. Oh, that was Portland, Oregon?
Portland, Maine.
Portland, Maine. Okay.
Wrong coast.
See?
It's not a magical cruise ship.
That's where we.
Oh, that's awesome,
got it.
Kathy. Thanks.
No,
K for
Rose got her
Kathy,
hat.
K-line.
Rose got her hat in New Brunswick, St. John's, New Brunswick.
Okay, yeah.
So
My
maybe
daughter got a sock monkey hat from New Brunswick.
and I think that's the same place where you got the
purse.
from.
Yeah.
And that
So
was like a street vendor.
yeah.
Crocheter, yeah.
For an upcoming podcast, I'll show you guys. But this vendor had this beautiful granny square type purse, and it was only $20. And I was like, well, let's support a local yarn artist, and then I can gift that or whatever later. So definitely.
Oh yeah, I also got some washcloths from her.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They're so soft. My little washcloths here. Little
You know, I have
3 washcloths for $5,
That's great.
and they're super super soft.
I think you got a video of the little shop too.
I did, yeah.
So maybe share that.
I'll post it with
that
a
video.
podcast. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be done here in just a minute. I want to thank everybody for showing up. It really, I really appreciate you being here, helping me get my feet wet. If you haven't liked the video, go ahead and like it in the comments. Be sure to check out Tony and Christina's channel, especially if you're into cruising. They're the Lido Hoppers. I think they're just under 500 subscribers, so they're really trying to get to that 500 subscriber mark. And we really appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Have
you
a good
so
day.
much. Appreciate you joining us today. Bye.